So this came out a few days ago. This is the first new character that they revealed, Noel, right? But before we watch the trailer, actually, I want to point you to the, like with, what's her name? Like Miyako and like with the maids. The news for this stuff in Japan actually broke through Famitsu on the website, and they've done a really good job with these kind of character reveal articles, because they actually go into detail talking about, like, if you watch the Miyako one I showed you, they not only go over, like, the lore or whatever, they go over all the specials and, like, the kind of, I guess, like, summary of the character. And then they give you some real-time, like, situational applications for how they play. It's, they've actually been really, really informative, really good. I was a little bit late on this. I had, of course, ICFC and some other work. But, to our rescue, Lord Greatfernman, I'll put his info in the description, came through and actually, he translated a lot of it. I think he did all of it but the intro. So I guess I'll summarize this real quick. Basically, this is one of the new characters that got showed off in the Tsukihime remake, right? I'm still pretty early on in it, so no spoilers, please. But so far, it's been pretty good. The little bit that I've had, that little bit that I've gone through so far has been, I think it's probably the future of that genre. Tsukihime, I think, remake, it's sold very, very well in Japan. It's only been out for a week. It sold, I think it was like, what, number 1 and number 2? It outsold everything else on PS4 and Switch, didn't it? Am I tripping? It outsold everything else in a week. And this is this IP too. This is Tsukihime. There's not even like a popular IP like that. Almost best-selling VN of all time in a week. But anyway, the point is, she's a new character that's introduced in the remake. The idea is that she is a new character that's been introduced. She works at the high school that Shiki goes to, and the concept is she's actually an agent of the church like CL, right? Where she specializes in killing the undead apostles and all the monsters and shit like that. She goes to the school. The big thing is she's kind of like the big sister appeal, I guess, you know? She's a teacher, but she's popular with the male students. The girl students don't like her. Apparently, she says some stuff about having trouble getting a boyfriend or getting married or something. I don't know, dude. But she does fight with a halberd. The other thing, too, is what her kind of nickname is. They say, like, she's the character with two faces. By day, she's just, like, a normal, like, teacher at a high school. But then by night, she's basically, like, an assassin of the church. So they say, like, she has her day smile and her night smile. But anyway, that's enough for the lore shit. Greatfernman already translated this shit about the battle systems and all that other stuff, or I guess her character stuff. So, surely she has drip. Maybe not for some people, but we'll see. So the big thing is, let's see. She specializes in using her halberd to control the opponent's movements. And I'll put a link to Greatfernman shit. He always does good work. Anytime there's something that gets released or dropped and it's in like Famitsu or any like JP site like this, he's pretty on the ball about translating and getting it out there for the community. He's been doing that shit for years too. Make sure you guys give him a follow on Twitter. She uses the halberd to control opponents at mid-range. She has tools to open up her opponent from her ideal range, and should be easy to manage character for newer players. So she has range control. She also has a unique, she has keys like CL, right? Those black, like dagger looking things. But she only has 10 per round. So she's kind of like Bang from BlazBlue, where, you know, Bang has 12 rounds 12 nails every round, right? But as soon as you run out of them, you can't use them anymore. And a lot of your combo routing and your combo structures depending on having a nail left or something like that. So if you use them too haphazardly, you kind of pigeonhole yourself at the end. So her black keys are strong in neutral and pressure, but she only has access to 10 per round, so they must be used wisely. She has 2 versions on the ground and in the air. She can throw a second key or dash cancel as follow-ups for the ground version, allowing her to vary her offense. So you can do 1 key throw and then a second key throw, or you can do 1 key throw dash. The air version can be used as an anti-air, so kind of think like what Millie's pin, how when she has pin like that, you kind of have to be very careful about how you try to anti-air, because, you know, you could end up just dicking yourself over by even putting something out there that she just pins. You get the stagger, she gets the confirm, you know, that kind of thing. Kind of those kinds of vibes, I guess. The EX version explodes after hitting the opponent, launching them for an easy pickup. So you kind of have to play this Yomi game where when she's in the air and she still has access to keys like that. Are you going to try to anti-air and risk maybe she does the EX version, tags your anti-air, and you get punished for it, or what? Damn, I gotta play Melty to get Millie a pin. I'm not saying shit, man. She has overheads and lows from mid-range, allowing her to play a simple but strong neutral game, so kind of like Nanase, I guess, from Under Night. Furthermore, Jushi Renmei Kokuso, Heavy Slide, can be used to restand airborne opponents allowing her to mix them up with highs, lows, and throws. Yeah, kind of like Nana say it more than anybody else is the vibe I'm getting. Mid-range pokes that go into like, what, a slide with, you know, 3 options or something like that. And even if you think about it, like even the keys, you know, she has air projectile, ground projectile, that kind of thing. Her Noel Summer is useful as an anti-air, and the EX version has invul frames. So you probably have to use EX version for true reversal. She probably doesn't have a real reversal outside of meter, you know. The Moonscale version of the move is fast and is jump cancelable, allowing for follow-ups. So I wonder if that's on hit and block. So far, Moondrive looks fucking insane. Characters doing reversals and then getting jump cancelable enders, like they're safe, it sounds like. I don't know. Moondrive looks like ultimately what's going to like make the game, I think, crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of scared actually that like it gets too wild. You know, like if you have characters doing shit like jump cancelable DPs and shit like that. But fuck it, I guess if everybody gets it, you know, fuck it, dude. We're just gonna be throwing shit at the wall, I guess. Her Arc Drive, Super Confession Time, is an extremely long-reaching rush move, allowing her to convert off long-range pokes. It also has Invul, allowing her to dodge attacks while advancing. Her last arc activates when she successfully shields with 4 magic circuits or while in Blood Heat. Has a cinematic effect to it. I still haven't watched the trailer yet, but yeah, this part of every Famitsu article I really like, where they talk about how to apply what they just talked about, what they just showed off. So situational fighting. When fighting opponents with more range than her, for example, against like Hisui, right? She can throw furniture at her. Her black keys and her moon skill heavy slide are very useful. Her air black keys are good for avoiding the opponent's pokes and knock the opponents down on hit, allowing her to get in. Her moon skill heavy slide is long reaching and extremely fast, allowing her to punish the opponent on block and whiff. Furthermore, she can easily destroy any traps set by the opponent with the black keys. So characters that kind of like set stuff out there or try to zone or, you know, put projectiles out there, like the maids, she can blow those up with the keys. But the thing is, she only has 10. You gotta, again, like use good judgment on like how many you use, you know. That's something that specifically playing Bang in Blaze Blue, you kind of get a feel for. Whenever you have a resource, a character unique resource that is independent from super meter, right? But you realize that a lot of the character depends on that. It's kind of its own skill that you get used to playing with and always monitoring and thinking about, you know? Characters who fight from close range usually approach by dashing or jumping. Noel shuts down their approach by predicting it and stopping them from doing it at her ideal range. The ground version of Black Keys moves her backwards while throwing out the key, allowing her to keep that ideal mid-range distance against opponents from approaching from the ground. Her heavy slide, with its huge hitbox, is good at stopping opponents who are approaching from the air. If an opponent has started their offense, aim to shield their attacks, allowing you to shield counter and then get back. So it sounds like a lot of this character is going to be based around just on defense, doing what you can to be able to try to get back the mid-range. It doesn't look like she's going to have too many reversal options that are like super reliable or have like a shitload of invul, which is pretty, I think, consistent with like character archetypes like this. Usually if they fight with the good, like if they have really good mid-range folks like that and that kind of shit. Furthermore, EX Noel Summer has invincibility and is useful against an opponent's offense. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? It's EX, so it costs meter. It looks like she's probably, if I had to guess, probably not going to have too many good meterless defensive options, or reversal options, rather. Her Moon Skill Black Key is also useful as it moves her backwards and starts up very quickly. Moon Skill Heavy Slide allows her to avoid throws as well. So I have not seen this character in motion yet, but now I am curious. So, without further ado, shall we?
来校者ノエル華麗に登場ご指導お願いします
Oh, that's something else they talked about. There's something they confirmed here. So she's going up against CL right now, right? There's, in the lore, they're like part of the same, like, you know, church assassination squad or whatever. Something that they mentioned in this, during this photo, right, is because they have like a kind of relationship, when they interact with stuff like moon skill activations or character intros and stuff, you're going to see a lot of matchup-specific dialogue and facial expressions. They say, like, expressions specifically. So I wonder if we've already, I think, kind of seen that with some other matchups. I want to see how far they go with that, because I think that's really cool. Something that I was worried about at first from watching the first few trailers was those cut-ins. I felt like the cut-ins, that kind of thing in a lot of new games, I think is, it's very easy to get tired of, and it's very easy for it to be, like, too much, you know what I mean? especially if it's intrusive on the match pace. But so far, to be honest with you, like if this is it, that doesn't seem that bad. It seems fast enough to where, yeah, I think they changed it, to be honest with you. I felt like the first few trailers, I was like, damn, dude, like full 3 seconds of cutting and shit like that. But if it's like this, I don't think that's that bad. At least not yet. We haven't played it yet. Oh, okay. So that's air black key. This shit's fast, man. She goes, what is this? So that's a moon skill in and of itself. Moon skill into air black key. Gets a low counter button and then finishes off a DP. The fuck was that? Is that an overhead? Second hit is, yeah. So when she does the first hit and she goes in the pogo stance, she probably can do something else from there, right? She can probably like slide or do something else. Ooh. Yep. Okay. There's the class. Hold on. I'm gonna watch it in normal speed first. That's all one move? Flash, flash, shield, shield. So that's the first super that they talked about. She looks cool. I'm not sure if I don't think she's the kind of character I would play, but she looks cool for what she is. Like, I can definitely see in some of her movement, I see a lot of like Nanase. I get like Nanase vibes. I don't know. In a lot of her normals, she feels like Ken or Zeta, I guess. She's just in terms of like how it looks, I guess. You know what I mean? Triple shield, and it looks like a lot of people. This has got to be a universal option after shield. So what I'm thinking is you probably have a lot of options out of shield just from what we've seen in all the trailers. They'll either do that teleport move that hits behind you. We've seen everybody kind of doing this universal like zip through attack out of shield. We've seen manual shield and then a normal. We've seen manual shield and then like launcher. That shield teleport costs moon gauge. The teleport specifically costs gauge, but what about this one? That one gains moon gauge? What happened? Yeah, this one... Oh, wait. You spend some to do it. But since it hits, you get some back? It's what, 25%? 25% spent, but then plus 10% on hit? Something like that, right? Or it's like plus 15% back or something like that, so you end up like net minus 10? What is that flippy move? What is that? They kept talking in the article about her heavy slide. I wonder if that's it, though. Like if she has a slide version follow-up or something. But that's the new character. I haven't gotten to her in the visual novel, I think, yet. But she looks unique. Even compared to, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, even compared to, like, NBA ACC, if you look at the cast, there's not really a character kind of like her. And I think that they took some inspiration from some other characters that they worked with. You know, specifically, like I mentioned, like Nanase. She kind of has, with the way she moves, especially like from poke, then into like the whatever that like command slide kind of thing is. She looks cool. She looks unique. I can say that. What do you guys think, though? Talk to me in the comments below, man.